Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am so excited to be finally sharing with you guys my polygel nail tutorial. I've been wearing polygel nails for probably 5 or 6 weeks now, and I cannot get enough of them. So I got this kit off of Amazon for $45. It comes with almost everything you would need. There's a base gel, there's a top coat gel, there are 6 different colors. And then there's also this brush that it comes with, and then it has this little spatula as well to get the polygel out of the tube. And that's basically all you need for that part. I did get everything off of Amazon, and I will link it all down below. And everything that I need is about $105. So really not that bad at all. Now I'm just using this instant cuticle remover because prepping your nails is key. You want to make sure you're pushing back your cuticles. Nothing should be on the nail plate at all, because that's going to cause lifting, and that's what's going to make your manicure not last. So all I'm doing is pushing back the cuticles and really getting everything up off of the nail. So just push back those cuticles, and mine last anywhere from 3+ weeks. I had mine on for 3 weeks, and I took them off for this video because I wanted to show you this. But you could also do a fill on yourself and probably wear them anywhere to like 6 weeks. Just you have to make sure that your structure is really good. So now I'm going to take this, I don't know how to say that, this alcohol, and it's 70% alcohol, and this nail wipe. And this is a lint-free nail wipe that, again, I got off of Amazon. It will be linked down below. And I'm just wiping all of that residue off, and then also cutting some of my cuticles as well. This is totally optional. And again, I got this tool on Amazon. So again, prepping the nail is so important. So now I'm just filing the nail plate just a little bit. You want to make sure that it's not shiny, but you don't want to buff too much away as well. Again, this is really important to get every single inch of that nail and really push back those cuticles with the nail file as well. Again, you don't want to file too much, just kind of enough, because prepping is seriously so key. And if you want these nails to last 3+ weeks, then this is really how you do it. So definitely take your time and file those nails away. So I just do all of my nails, and then again, after this process is done, I will wipe off every single nail with the lint-free nail wipe. These are really nice because, again, they're lint-free. They don't leave any little fuzzies or anything on the nail, so that you don't get that in the polygel polish or anything like that. And then these are dual forms. So they're these little forms. They kind of look like nail tips, but you use them to basically put the polygel in to create a nail. So you want to make sure that these nail forms are not too small and not too big, but you also don't press them down on the nail to create your shape. You want to make sure that it has a little bit of room. So I'm going to take this nail dehydrator to prep the nails. This is just to get any excess oils off the nails and make sure that, again, the nails stay on for a really long time. But when it comes again to the dual forms, like I was saying, you really want to make sure that they are the right fit and not too big or not too small for the nail. Now I'm just going to paint on the base gel. This is like any old nail polish, but again, you want to get every single inch of the nail to make sure that the polygel sticks to the entire nail. Then I'm going to cure this for 45 to about 60 seconds to make sure that this really adheres to the nail. You don't want to do it for too long. And then I'm going to go in with my polygel. So there's 6 different colors. I'm taking light pink here, and then I'm also pouring some of the 70% alcohol in a little cup like this. A little receptacle would be better, but I just have this. So now you want to take a decent size piece of polygel, like a pretty big size, on the spatula after you dip the spatula in the rubbing alcohol or the 70% alcohol. Then you're going to put it inside the dual form. This stuff is nice and sticky, so that's why we're using the alcohol as a slip. And don't be discouraged if you don't get this right the first time. I mess up all the time still, even though I've done this multiple times. So it definitely is tricky and you won't get it the first time. Now I dip the brush into the alcohol, but you want to make sure you don't get too much on your brush or else it will kind of cause problems later on. So what I do is I push the polygel into the dual form. You want to use patting motions and very light like pressure. If you push down too hard, the brush is going to stick in the polygel. And again, it's all about that kind of consistency of what you want for the brush not to stick, but also not too much alcohol. So you're really just forming your nail in here and making sure that it gets all over that dual form. And then you press it into the nail. You want to make sure you start at the cuticle area and then press down. And don't press too hard because it's going to spill out at the top part of the nail, but press enough so that you get the bubbles out. And then I cure this for 60 seconds. And then you're going to do the same process over again. So you take a big piece and then put it in the form like so. And you just kind of scrape it off on the end and then dip it into the alcohol with the brush again and then just pat, pat, pat down the polygel. I like to do a patting motion until it squeezes towards like the sides. And then I'll use the brush to kind of brush back and forth. And don't worry about it being perfect like on where the tip is going to be because you're going to file and shape and cut these. I like to make them longer at first and then kind of cut them down so that I make sure each one of them can be even. So it's really just a very delicate balance of making these. It's definitely not easy at first. Don't get discouraged. If you mess up, you can always wipe off the polygel with some alcohol. And then if it's still in the form, then you can always put the form underneath the light and cure it. Now I'm taking these tip cutters. These are so nice and come in so handy because using scissors for this would be a no-go in my opinion. So I just cut the tips and then I'm going to shape the tip of the nail first before I shape anything else. So I like to do the length and then I go underneath to really file everything down and make sure there's no harsh edges or anything. The nice part about the dual forms is the top of the nail is really nice and smooth and shiny because of the, little form, I guess. You're not going to have a bumpy nail and then file it all down and everything. So I like to use a hand file for this part, but I do also have an e-file that I will file off the shine a little bit probably because then it just feels a little bit better. So file away and just make sure everything's even. So here's where the e-file comes in handy is for the underside of the nail. This is crucial so you don't have like super thick nails. I really want to experiment next time in getting some tips so that the underside is taken care of so I don't have to worry about the spilling over from the dual forms. So that's probably going to be another video maybe. We'll see if I get the hang of that and I like that better. I might make another video to show new techniques, but this is crucial for me because I don't like super thick nails. You want to make sure that you get all that polygel out from under there. So I just kind of take this file, and again, this e-file was very inexpensive on Amazon. I got everything that I'm using today for $105 on Amazon, which is not bad at all. That's 2 sets of nails at the salon, and you can do many, many more than that with this kit. So I like to buff off the shine on the top just so that the top coat sits really nicely, and then also make sure it's as smooth as it can be. You could also do this with the hand file, but like I said, the e-file really does come in handy for the underside of the nail to really get it shaped how you want it. So I love this little e-file. Yes, there are better ones, but this gets the job done, and I think it is necessary if you're going to do polygel nails, especially for the removal process because they are like pretty thick nails. Here is the nails after I've filed them. I'm going to wipe them all off with some alcohol. Again, you could also go wash your hands with soap and water, but since I'm in front of the camera, I'm just going to wipe them all down with alcohol. And then the next step is the top coat, which makes these so shiny. I love this top coat so much. And all you do is generously apply just like you would a regular nail polish. Look how shiny that looks. The difference is insane compared to just when it looked all matte. So I just paint this on very generously, and then I'm going to cure this under the light as well for 60 seconds, I believe, just to make sure everything is all nice and cured. So again, just paint this on every single nail. And also make sure that you top off each of these nails so that the tips are nice and shiny as well. So yeah, just curing my nails again for 60 seconds. And then you have beautiful nails. I love these nails so, so much. And then I'm going to use this cuticle oil again that I got on Amazon. This just makes sure your cuticles are nice and soft. You won't get hangnails. And then also it just makes your whole hand look beautiful when you do a fresh manicure. So I just rubbed that in. And that is it for this tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please don't get discouraged with polygel nails because they really are amazing. They take a while to do, and there's definitely a learning curve, but they are some of my favorite nails ever. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please subscribe before you leave, and I will see you in a video very, very soon. Bye.